All right, hi everyone, and welcome to the blended conference training session for the 7th International Conference on Communication and Media Studies. My name is Kayla Ryan, and I'm an assistant conference producer at Comic Con Research Networks. And in this session, I'll be going over the conference microsite and how to participate in the conference online. So first, I will share my screen. Jillian, could you give me a thumbs up if you can see?
Yes, you're good. We can all see.
Thank you. So yeah, first I'll show how to get to the event microsite. The first way is through the conference website. There will be a button right on the front page that says CG Scholar Event Microsite, and then here we are. The other way is through CG Scholar. I'm already logged in, and if you're not in the top right, it will say login. And then if you scroll down, you'll be able to go to your profile. And then once you're in your profile, we ask that you keep your profile updated, particularly your affiliation, as that will be hyperlinked in the schedule next to your presentation on your name. And so we ask that you keep that updated so people can see your current affiliation. From your profile, you can also access the Communication and Media Studies community. I'll have to scroll down for a second because I'm a member of quite a few of the communities. But from there, you can go to the Communication and Media Studies community and you can see any updates that are posted and you can see who's joined. You can also get information about the journal and about the upcoming conferences. So going back to my profile, from your profile in the top right, you can go to your events and you'll be able to see this conference. You can also download your receipt here, and if you have a proposal, you'll be able to manage it. So going back here, you can also get to the event microsite through the event tab. So we'll go to the microsite. The first page on the microsite is just the about page. It has just general information about the conference and also information about the special focus for this year and the annual themes. The annual themes are the same every year, and then the special focus is specific to this conference. So the next tab will be submit a proposal, or if you have a proposal, it will say my proposal or manage a proposal. And from there, you'll be able to view your proposal and also upload your digital media, which can include a video recording of your presentation, PowerPoints, and PDFs. The next tab will be your registration, where you can view the information about your registration. I will skip over the presentations tab for now, and I'll come back to it once we look at the schedule because they're quite linked. So the next tab will be the special events tab. And as you can see, we have both in-person and online special events, including the session you're currently in. We also have an online-only tour, which is tomorrow. And then there's also the in-person welcome reception. So if you'd like to sign up for any of those, you can from here. So going back up, let's go over to the schedule. So the first tab on the schedule will be today, the pre-conference day. So there is currently in person the conference tour. And then right now you're in the blended conference training session. And I also want to mention that this session is being recorded and the recording will be uploaded to this page later within a few hours. It will be added right here. It's the same with all of the sessions that are both in person and online. So the plenary sessions, the conference opening, all of those will be recorded, and we do that in case of time zone differences, or you just aren't able to make it to the session, or you'd like to go back and view it later. So this session will be posted later if you have any other questions or something you want to come back to, because I know sometimes I go a little quickly. So the next session after this will be the online welcome reception. I really encourage you to attend this. It'll be 1 hour after this session. It's kind of an informal session where everyone can go around and introduce themselves and introduce their paper that they'll be presenting, and we'll also link your presentation in the chat and so that everyone can go view it and follow. And we'll also discuss the conference themes. So going over to day one, as you can see, some sessions just say NUI Galway and some are also online. So any sessions that say both the university and online will be streamed on Zoom and also recorded. So as you can see, when you click on this session, the Zoom link is here, and so you'll be able to join that from there. And the recording should be posted within a few hours. So as you can see, the conference welcome and opening, that will be on Zoom. Also the plenary session will all be on Zoom. After that, we have the parallel sessions and the talking circles, which will be in person. However, we do encourage our in-person presenters to also upload digital media. So if you click on this session, you can see that some of these presenters have also uploaded digital media so that online-only participants can also view their presentations. So once you've clicked on the session, if you'd like to view the digital media, you can just click the View Digital Media button and you'll be taken to their presentation page. And then you can download or view any digital media that they've uploaded. So going back to the schedule, on this first day, we have more parallel sessions. And then later there's another plenary session. And so that will also be on Zoom and recorded. And there's also the online only tour tomorrow. And so if you'd like to sign up with that, please feel free to sign up on the special events tab. So going over to day two. Day two is quite similar. There is also a plenary session in the morning that will be on Zoom and in person. There's also another plenary session in the afternoon, just as the first day. So the next tab will be the online only asynchronous tab. So all of these presentations don't have a specific time and they're based on uploaded digital media. So, we also have, I forgot the Introducing the Emerging Scholars session is where we have linked the introduction videos of all of our emerging scholars. And so you can go and view their introductions and learn more about them. So back over to this tab, if you click on a session, you'll be able to see all of the presentations that are part of this session. You can also click on the presentation and then you'll be given more information and you'll also be able to view the digital media. So yeah, if you scroll down, the digital media will be at the bottom. You can also see the presentation type. This is a paper presentation and the theme. So this one is under the 2022 special focus. Also, if I'm interested in this presenter's work, like let's say I'm interested in Jacqueline's work, I can click on her profile. And then once it loads, I'll be brought to her profile and I can also add her as a peer if I'm interested in her work. Also from the presentation tab, you can follow the presentation and then I will show that back on the presentations tab and I will show the following tab. Also on this page, the presentation page, is the number of engagements the presentation has had. So how many people are interested in this presentation and have clicked on it. So going back here to this specific session, you can see that there's a discussion tab. The discussion tab is shared between all of the presentations in the session. And we do this in this way so that you can ask questions that are related to all the presentations. You can make connections between the presentations. So just keep in mind that it isn't for the specific presentation. So if you're asking a question to a specific presenter, it would be good to specifically mention them. So going back to the presentation tab, presentations tab, you can also see how many engagements the session has had. The online only tab, so these are all of the asynchronous sessions. There's also an asynchronous workshop. There's asynchronous focus discussions. There's an asynchronous poster session. And you can also see that some of these presentations are featured. These are our emerging scholars presentations. I will go back over to the presentations tab, and then I will explain the options on this page. Just 1 second, sorry. It's being a little slow to load today. All right, so on the presentations tab, you'll be able to see the presentations that you've followed. I showed the follow feature over on the schedule. So this is just a way to curate what presentations you're interested in. And this is individual just to each person. The following tab will be different for everyone. And so you can make note of which presentations you're interested in. And then you'll also receive updates if someone comments on a discussion board or if they upload a new piece of digital media. I also wanted to mention that if you do comment on a discussion board, you will receive an email if someone replies to you. So you don't have to worry about checking every so often. You'll receive an email if someone replies, and so you can reply back. The next tab is the featured tab, and these are our emerging scholars presentations. The next tab for presentations, you can sort by theme. So if you're interested in a particular theme, maybe the special focus for this year, you can see all the presentations that are within that theme. The next tab, you can sort by type. So if you're interested particularly in paper presentations or in workshops, you can see all the presentations that are that type. The last tab on the presentations is alphabetical, which is just what it sounds like. It just sorts all the presentations alphabetically. So I will go back over to the schedule. I'd also like to mention that the in-person sessions, the plenary sessions, every session will have a discussion board. So if there's an in-person presenter that you'd like to ask a question to, you can still join the discussion board and they will see it and respond. So as an online participant, you'll still be able to participate. You'll still be able to view any of the in-person presentations that I've uploaded digital media, and you'll be able to participate in the discussion. And I'd also like to say that any presentation that you view, we really encourage you to participate in the discussion board and get a conversation going. So I think that might be all I have. Does anyone have any questions? I know I probably skipped something.
Is there a specific building we're supposed to go to for the live presentations?
For the live in-person presentations, let me check that. So this conference welcome and opening will be in Foxtrot Theater. And then I'm not exactly sure which building the parallel sessions will be in. That information, I think, was in one of the emails that went out. I will ask and check on that. I'm so sorry. Yes, I will ask and check.
Okay, if you could just send the information out again, because I've had trouble finding it.
Okay, yeah. I will take a note and I will make sure to email you with the information.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions?
If we're presenting live, are people able to see us via Zoom or just by what's on?
So you're an in-person presenter, correct?
What's that?
Are you presenting? You're attending in person, right?
Yes, I am. I'm in
Okay.
Galway, right?
Yeah, the parallel sessions are not being streamed on Zoom. That's why we encourage our in-person presenters to upload digital media, like a recording of their presentation or a PowerPoint with audio, so that online-only presenters can see their presentation.
Yes, but if we don't have that, we could post it after the fact.
You can post it at any time. We encourage, or anytime during the conference, we encourage as soon as possible, though, so that as many people can see it as possible.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions?
There's one in the chat about the length
Oh.
of the presentations.
Okay, yeah, the in-person presentations, I forgot to go over this actually. The in-person presentations are 20 minutes each. So as you can see, this session is from 11:30 to 12:45. So this presentation, this first one is from 11:30 to 11:50. This next one is 11:50 to 12:10. And this one's 12:10 to 12:30, but the session goes until 12:45. So we have a Q&A with all three of the presenters, or four if there are four in the session. And the Q&A will be a group Q&A with all the presenters, so that you can ask questions to all the presenters and make connections. So basically each presenter gets 20 minutes each to present, and then there will be 10 or 15 minutes for Q&A at the end with everyone. No problem.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
A quick question. If, first of all, are the sessions being recorded, if not streamed? And if they're not being recorded, can I record the session myself on video?
Are you also an in-person presenter?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can record if you'd like. Yeah, but they won't be recorded by us. That's why we encourage the digital media. The plenary sessions, however, will be recorded.
Okay. I also have one other follow-up. This is an individual issue, so I don't want to take the time here.
Oh,
but
it's okay.
tomorrow at registration, will I have an opportunity to do something? I was double charged for my registration fee. I just want to make an arrangement of that.
For sure, we can figure that out at registration.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Or also feel free to shoot us an email through if you go to the top right in CG Scholar, and then you go to get support, feel free to also send us a ticket there.
And that would go through a ticket, creating a ticket?
But we can also, we can for sure figure something out at the registration desk tomorrow as well.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'm sorry, one other thing. I too was having a little bit of trouble because in some places Dublin time, or I'm sorry, Galway time is listed, and in other places, it's not. And
Okay.
I got a little confused because it said all times posted were, for example, my session was posted at one point at like 9:55, and then at the other point it was in the afternoon, which was actually late in the day. So there seems to be some conflict about some of the time postings.
Yeah.
But this is correct. The ones that's listed in the schedule
Yes,
here.
correct.
These are- okay.
Sometimes if you go to your presentation page specifically rather than the session page, it
Right.
will show a different time than the one in the schedule because it ends up being based off of the time in your profile, which sometimes defaults to the
Got
wrong
it.
time.
Got it.
Sorry, I know that's a
That
bit
explains it.
confusing. Yeah,
That explains everything. Thank you.
no problem. Any other questions? All right, well, if anyone has a question later, please feel free to contact us via email. You can also watch this session back in a few hours once it's uploaded. I just want to say thank you so much for attending this session, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.